Chapter 8, The Failure at Home. As I sat in my ship drifting through space, I cried, knowing that it was me who killed my brother, and that all he wanted to do was be a good person. I'm a terrible person, I'm a failure. There is only one reason why I haven't opened these doors and flown out into outer space yet. I have an important mission to complete. My brother wanted nothing more than to go home, but now his wind will wander about that plane. The expression on his face is something I'll never forget. Perhaps he even hated me. It brought back images of us playing together as children. We would use wind to blow each other into the air and pretend we were flying heroes. I always admired my brother's power. He was unique. I loved him. It makes me feel ashamed that I was such a bad child that my mother was forced to keep her attention on me instead of the screen. Whenever we fought, he always overtook me, his wind being much stronger than mine. It wasn't until later that I realized why he was so strong. As I brought him to the ground, the rocks all around him flattened and attached themselves to him. He was in great pain, but he was gaining a power that nobody on our planet possessed. The truth is, we were afraid of his kind because rock beats wind in some areas. However, Screen had both wind and rock. We trained day and night for many years. He learned how to master both strengths and weaknesses. Then one day he just got up with the idea of showing off his power to everyone. Screen, don't show yourself, this part of you must remain hidden. Otherwise, no one will accept you. Are you afraid that they will like me better and choose me as the air god instead of you? I don't understand why you can't be happy for me and just stand by my side. I am not by your side, Screen, but I love you, and I am your brother. Yeah, but look at you, you're holding my arm back so I won't walk out the door. Let go, he yelled, grabbing his arm back. And walked out the door. He walked to the summit of the mountain and proclaimed, I have a gift to share with my fellow family members, brothers, and any other wind people out there. Everyone gathered together and whispered to one another. He then changed. Screams erupted and everyone fled. He was swept away by the guard winds. They beat him, throwing wind at him to break his rocks. Why are you doing this to me? He asked. This kind of thing doesn't agree with us. We don't want you around here. We sacrificed everything to let him go. But then Carte came and destroyed everything. After making sure Mother was okay, I went to see the Screen. When we arrived at the house and opened the door, Carte was standing over our mother, transforming her into a black mist. I grabbed Screen and we left. He kicked and screamed for me to let him kill the man and let him go. Screen, stop this now, just stop it. There is nothing we can do for our mother but leave. She would want us to save ourselves, she wouldn't tell us otherwise. We must go now, Screen. As we blasted off Screen and I shouted into the window for Mom. While I remember that day like it was yesterday, it was over 100 years ago. The ship is now entering the atmosphere of your homeworld. Please remain seated for the rough landing. I was impatient to open those doors for some reason. Your airlocks have now been released, so you may now exit your ship at your leisure. The mission is complete. Door disappears. With the wind howling, I was barely able to climb the mountain. And now there's a thunderstorm. Holy crap, that's not thunder. A purple lightning bolt struck me and knocked me to the ground. I was hit at a faster than light speed. When I hit the ground, it was still on top of me. As it finished forming the woman's body, it started to form a woman's heel on my chest. When the lightning struck it, it bent down to my face and asked, Why are you climbing my mountain? It was my home. Liar. As it kicked me to the ground, it yelled out. I was unable to move, I was in great pain. As it came through the ground after me screaming, Why are you here? I saw it again. I was thrown out of the ground and shooting through the air. Then it struck me. I tried to fly away, but it came and punched me in the back, and I was lying face down on the ground bleeding and struggling to stay awake. It landed right in front of me. I am the only person on this planet, so why are you here, boy? You are trying to climb my mountain. It has been thousands of years since I was here. She picked me up by the neck and licked my face, shocking me. I can taste someone I killed in your wind. Are you a member of the air? Screen and I are brothers. Tosi is that you? I haven't seen you for so long. The lightning pulled back and you could see her windy face as she asked, Where's your brother? I was being put down slowly when I said he was dead. As the purple lighting came back, she grabbed me and threw me into the mountain. My vision went in and out. Even though she was miles away, I could see her in the sky as it was filling with electricity. After that she screamed, "How can you let my baby die? You were supposed to protect him. No, stop, please don't talk to me. It's just like your father, you are a failure." Then she charged at me screaming, "This is for my son Screenine. HP, I don't know what's going through your mind, but we need to go now. I'm certain my sister can handle all of this on her own. No, I'm not Levin the Queen. You might try to flee, but I won't. HP, you've served me well enough. I'll handle this one by myself." "Okay, my lady, come on, Claire, let's go." "Where are we going?" "You need to get home before your plan is ruined. I am an Archbin, not a human, so Earth is not my home. Claire, enough with your bullshit, take HP and go now." She put her hand on my shoulder, and we were on Earth. No, I don't want to go here. Why have you done this? This is where you were raised, this is your home. Claire, I can save your planet, and we can start over. We can be one, and you can learn to love me as I love you. HP, how are we going to save the Earth, and what do we need to do it? Because of your father, the core is dark, but I can lighten and purify it. The planet was set to end in 2000, which is just a few days away. You're telling me it's been a year already? What do you mean? At the beginning of the year. I left here to try and save my life and the planet. I was sent to your planet to learn how to use my powers, and to come back with a new power that could save the planet. It's me, Claire. I'm the power you needed to gain. I'm right here, you just need to take me. I'll take you, bitch. Simone rushed past me, burning to reach her. She grabbed for her. Yet she was so quick that all she had to do was step to the side. "Hello, Fire Lady. My name is Simone, and this Archbin is mine." "It doesn't seem so to me. I have taken care of him, while you were away taking care of what you were doing." Simone threw a fireball in HP's face before she could finish. However, she was still too fast. Her hand cut through the blaze like a red-hot knife through butter. "Simone, I don't think I was done talking. Wow, you are so frightening. You won't just be a woman on fire, you'll be dead." "Simone, please don't fight, get out of my way, Claire." Simone just threw me down. "Do not touch my man." Simone was grabbed by HP, picked up in the air, and thrown to the ground. "I'll never let you touch him again." As Simone burst through the ground, rocks turned into lava. "My dear HP, I have no idea what you are, but I know what I'm going to do." "Bring it on, sister." They threw themselves through houses and buildings, going back and forth. Simone kicked her out of the air after grabbing her arms and burning her back. "If that's all you have, I know you won't be a good match for Claire. Simone, I've been behind you the whole time." HP punched Simone, grabbed her by the face and slammed her into a wall before kicking her. Snatched her back out, beating her in the air. Simone's blood spattered on the cement, scorching it. "Now I understand why Claire wants to be with me rather than you. Why you?" Simone grabbed HP's hair and head but her. As she stepped back, Simone charged at her again. But yet again HP was many steps ahead of her. After doing a front flip, she landed on Simone's head. "Your man has never been yours since you sent him away. Don't walk away from me, I'm not done with you." Simone stood up with fiery eyes. "You don't know when to give up. That's fine with me, I'll beat you until you crawl back to your starting point." As HP approached Simone, he began to slap her. Simone did not move. Simone simply stared at her and blew her away. Her body is shot into a building as she flies through wall after wall. When HP was going through one wall, she saw something burning dark purple with black eyes in one of the rooms. HP flung her arms out in an attempt to stop herself from going through the walls. Simone grabbed her hair and purred in her ear before she could regain her balance. "No one told you that you could stop." She hurled her back through the next wall. Simone gracefully walks through the battered wall and TSKS at HP's crumpled body. Now girl. There is no sleeping in a battle." She grips her by her hair and lifts her to her feet. With a smirk, she delivered a skull-crushing blow to her jaw, causing her to fall helplessly to the ground. The impact hardened her body. The black mist had begun to dominate her. It drained her flames and attacked her at will. As Carte had predicted. "What's wrong, Simone? You were doing so well," HP said, trying her best to get off the ground. You've got black mist in you, don't you? Funny, I'm the only light species left. So I guess you're going to need me. I don't need you, you're nothing to me. You can barely move, so I don't think so. You're mistaken. HP. Simone stood up as her flames stopped attacking. She looked up at HP as her body turned completely black. Lava gushed up and down her body in purple streaks. He stepped back slowly, asking, "What are you doing?" Simone did not respond. The two stood looking at each other. Simone smirked slightly. Suddenly, everything around them turned into purple sand, just floating in the air. HP was about to take a step when it happened. Simone was already in front of her. As everything around them became brighter, HP looked at Simone. Simone had her arm going straight through HP's stomach. "That won't kill me, you monster." "It wasn't my intention." The purple sand rushed inside HP, and Simone, stop. She didn't even bother to listen to Claire. She just raised her other arm and shot sand at him. HP was still struggling on Simone's arm. Taking her hand out of HP, thunder and strong winds accompanied the ski turning black. "Simone, what has happened to you? Who are you now?" "You remember me, Claire? Yes, it's me." "No, that's not Simone. Get away from her." Simone turned around and picked HP up. "Look here, you little bitch, this Arkbin is mine, and if you ever try to take him from me again, I will slowly kill you." As she pulled the sand out of her, she tossed her miles away. Simone fell as she approached Claire. "Babe, what's wrong? I'm going to die. How can I save you?" "Only light can save me." "Well, only one HP was light." "Yeah, I realize I kinda didn't think that through. Is she willing to help me?" "You just threw her." "Absolutely. No. But I'm glad to see you smiling. My dear, you know how much I love you, and I didn't mean to keep you away for so long. I just wanted to protect you. Look, I'm going to drive you home. I'll find a car and come back. Hurry, my love, I'll be fine." "No, mother, please." Her speed was unbearable. Lighting once again filled the ski. She jumped into the air. She smashed me into the mountain. A bolt of lightning rushed to her hand as she reached up to the sky, and she walked through the mountain looking for me. "Come out, failure, I know you're here." "Please wait, mother." I was grabbed by the neck and pulled out of the spot where I was hiding, where she struck me repeatedly with lighting. "You will suffer at my hands because of what you did to Screen." Her hand covered my face as she smiled with lightning bolts shooting out of her eyes. "You were supposed to bring him back home to me, safe and happy, but you never managed to do that." After gathering some wind, I took a shot at my mother's face. But before I could reach her, she grabbed my hand. "Don't you remember that I am your mother? I taught you everything you know." Then she ripped my arm off. "Mom, please, no. Don't do this, I'm sorry, it wasn't my fault, please let me go," I begged as the wind drained from my arm. Despite my struggle to escape, she lifted me in the air. "You know something, Tosi. Like your father, you're always away at far-off planets fighting others' wars, never our own. When you took my baby and left the planet, your father came home and saw what I had become. Do you know what I did to him? Mom, please stop, I'm begging you." I said, "Do you know what I did, Tosi?" "Mom, no." "I took him to outer space, and held him there, and let him choke to death. As he's always 11, I figured he should die out in the universe. But not you. Your little brother died because of you." Then she threw me back to the ground and put her foot on my chest. Reached for the sky again. "He looked up to you. He was the next god of the air. Carte's ship caused everyone to scream, not him. Because his power was unique, the guards did what they did so he wouldn't take my baby. But no, Tosi. You had to be big brother and leave with our king." "Oh no, I'm sorry to hear you thought you would be king. Sorry to disappoint you, but they don't accept dead wind for the throne." She had already hit me with lighting, shocking me to death. I cried because I knew I deserved it. "I want to know who was the firewoman you left the planet with before you died." "Fuck you. I'm not telling you." "That's just fine," she said. And left him there shocking to death. "How dare you? Mother, don't leave me. Tosi, tell your father hello for me."